Hey everyone, it's Sebastian. In this video, I want to talk about the ways that we are able to maximize our business during some economical turbulent times that we're experiencing. So stick around. Let's cover some things for you to do to maximize your business. Okay, so in economical times like we are experiencing right now, where everything is uncertain from day to day, there's tariffs, there's not tariffs, there's a lot going on in the world. We're scared that our supplier prices are going to go up through the roof. Shipping seems to be going up every other day. And I feel like we miss every other day. There's like a free shipping offer at one of these suppliers, and we always miss it. We just woke up this morning and we just saw an email from one of the big suppliers, and we just had a truck deliver yesterday of tons of wax, vessels, all that stuff that I think we spent about $450 in shipping. And today we wake up to an email saying it's free. Now, I don't know if since it comes on a truck, if it would have been free for us or not. There are usually some stipulations around that. But it's always frustrating, right? And a lot of the reasons why these suppliers are doing this right now is because all of us as makers are a little frustrated. Prices are going up. And then they're going to run a sale afterwards. A lot of frustration there, at least for us and the members inside of our inner circle over at Kindle Business Pro. We've been talking about this a lot lately. So let's talk about a couple different things that we are doing here at Gardens and Beacon in our candle company. So the first thing is trying to minimize our expenses. So over the last couple of years, being a candle brand, we have accumulated lots of stuff, right? So we have vessels that we ended up not using. We have tons of oils that we just haven't gone through yet. We like to blend everything. So for instance, here in our classic line of candles, Chad does all the blending for these, and he's putting 2, 3, 4 different oils together. So we have a lot of different oils that we have pounds and pounds of jugs of oil, right? So we've got a lot of supplies that we just haven't touched or that we haven't, we pivot and we go on to the next thing. So this is what we're trying to do right now is we are going to try to use up the supplies that we already have versus buying brand new. So here's the thing, especially with Chad, and you might be just like this, all the suppliers are coming out with new fragrance lines all the time. Just in this past 2 weeks, I know 2 of the main suppliers came out with their spring or their summer or a luxury line of oils. It's fun to chase after those, get those, but that's not the core of our business revenue. So our core business revenue comes from our classic line that we've had since the beginning. And people always ask, what do I need to start with if I'm going to start a candle brand? What scents do I need? Let me tell you what we do and what our best sellers are. 2 citrus scents, masculine, woodsy type of scents, more earthy. A floral, not a lilac floral. If you've been around a while, you know my horror story about lilac candles that we made that didn't sell. Ours is like a lavender blend that we do. Then I would also go with something that's going to be like that mint, verbenum, eucalyptus, that classic scent that everyone knows what it is when you describe it, that it triggers that memory of that scent. And so what did I say here? Oh, and then like one of those, like we call ours a seaside spa. That's going to be like that very soft mellow. It's a sandalwood and water lily blend that we came up with. So those are our 6 scents. Our 2 top selling scents are citrus, both of them. Our sugar lemon and our Hello Sunshine are our top 2 scents. In fact, if you have gone through our candle making course or our candle making boot camp, we give you the recipes for that along with several of our other ones. So those are the ones that year in and year out, we've come out with other great lines of candles. Our duos do fantastic. Our coconut soy ones do great. Are down below here, we've got our sweet memories, which are going to be like the foodie nostalgic ones. But year in and year out, the last 3 years, these 6 candles have been like our top sellers. Of course, we're going to have that outlier. Our Santal and Sandalwood in our duo collection was phenomenal last year. Santal was just a really popular scent. And so people were looking for it. It kind of follows what the perfumeries are doing and what's popular in that world. And it kind of trickles down to the candle world. So that one, of course, is an outlier that did fantastic. But if you are trying to minimize expenses, those are the scents I would go with. I would not chase after this next luxury scent that this company comes out with, or the next line of scents that come out for spring and then for summer and then for all these different things, or a Mother's Day scent, all these type of things that, yes, if you can afford it, if you have the resources, then that's great. Absolutely. Get as creative as you possibly want to do. we are doing this as a business and we have to bring in revenue because we are completely self-sufficient. We don't have any debt, but we have employees to pay. We can't take on any debt is what I'm saying. Basically, we don't have a massive savings account to pull from when numbers start to go down. So we need to be profitable as much as we possibly can. And so this is a time of the economical year, I guess, for us that we're not going to go out and start trying all these new oils. And I think that some of the suppliers are seeing that people are doing the same, and that's why they're running these sales and they're doing these things, which I understand. They're running a business as well. We have great relationships with them. I sympathize with them. They can't control the tariffs and things going on in the world and the shipping costs. Totally get it. Totally understand it. But as I'm looking out for the makers, I would be hesitant on chasing after the hottest scent of the season or the hottest scent of the year. So that's what I would do. I would go with a couple citrus scents, a sandalwood, kind of a spa relaxation kind of candle, a masculine scent or a woodsy scent, and then a floral that people are going to like. So a lavender base, you can never go wrong with that. These aren't the sexy scents. They're not what's hot or what's trending, but they sell. And so that's what I'm in the business for. I'm in the business selling candles. That's what I have to do to put food on the table. To sell candles, those are my go-to. So I will go and look at all those oils that we have tons of and say, hey, what can I create, or what can Chad, I should say, create using scents that we have up that might fit into a category like that? Or he can get creative and create something brand new. But let's use up those oils that we have before they go bad, or before things calm down and we start spending money on oils again. I would love to spend more money on oils. That means we're doing better, right? But right now, we got to be tight with the spend. So that's the first thing, is use up what we can. We also have a lot of vessels. I like to talk about that too. We have a lot of vessels that we created different lines around. For instance, we have a lot of these vessels. They're fantastic. We love these Serafina vessels, and we have them in a couple different collections here. So we've got these here, these kind of the softer matte ones. We absolutely love them. Unfortunately, they're not in stock of all the colors now, and it's because of the tariff situation going on. So they don't have all those in stock. So we've had to pivot some. And so it's like, well, if we're going to be pivoting colors, let's go ahead and use up the stock that we have of other versions of them that we didn't sell during the seasonal time, right? So we did these in a winter collection, and we still have extra of those vessels. Let's turn those vessels into a new summer collection or something else. Let's use the oils we have, let's use the vessels we have, and let's just create something new off of the products we already have instead of spending more money. That is the key right now. So on the other side is, how do we optimize and how do we take the most advantage of each individual sale that we get, whether it's here in our store, online, wholesale? How can we take advantage and optimize to bring in the most revenue per transaction? So I've always been a big proponent of, if you go to our website, you'll see buy 3, get 1 free. That's it. It worked for us when we were doing markets. It did really well. It took our average order from in the low 40s up to the high 50s. So high 50s is where our average order is. That means when a customer comes and buys from us, they are spending on average, I think it's around $57 is what each customer is spending. Now, before we offered the buy 3, get 1 free, it was down in the low 40s. And that would be generally because like 1 every 3 customers would be buying 2 candles instead of 1. Now we are promoting this. And so we almost have, it's like a $17 difference of before we did the buy 3, get 1 free and what we do now. So there's a big difference there that we are able to benefit from. Now, one thing I have noticed this last few months has been not as many customers have been taking advantage of our buy 3, get 1 free. They're hesitant on spending that kind of money. For 3 of our classics, they're $26 a piece. When you buy 3, you get 1 free, it comes to $78, right? So customers aren't ready to commit to that right now. I think there's people shopping are hesitant, and I totally get it. So what we started doing that seems to be doing well is pivoting to our buy 2 candles, get a room spray for free. So here's how that breaks down. So they buy 2 of these of our classics or any of our $26 candles, right? If you buy 2 of our candles, you get a free room spray. And our room sprays that we do, they're down below here. They're just a 4-ounce room spray. We sell these for $16, but we make these for just about $2. So if you buy 2 of our candles at $26, it's $52. You're going to get a free room spray. So when we promote that the value of that is $16, they're seeing a really good return on their purchase. So, oh, I spent $52. I'm going to get something for $16 for free. That to them, that is a deal worth taking. Now, again, that only costs us $2. So we're not really losing much on those. In fact, the only reason I really like to carry room sprays still is because we'll do deals throughout the year with that. And doing the buy 2, get 1 free with that. We do a lot of donations. We'll do a lot of, people like to buy whole like kits and baskets with the room spray, the wax melt. We do it in a tin, and we also do it in the classic glass as well. So we can do a lot of stuff with the room sprays, but we don't do room sprays to make money. That's just not, it's just not a big revenue driver for us. And they're the exact same sense as what we already carry. So it's not like we're spending a lot more time or effort into them. They're also very, very easy to make. And we have some wholesale accounts that do really well with that. That's why we have room sprays. But doing buy 2 candles, get a free room spray has been doing well with us the last couple of weeks that we have been promoting it. And we have seen people lean towards that versus buy 3 candles and get a 4th candle for free. So they're not spending as much. They're still getting something for free. So they see the value in that. And then we also are attaching that dollar amount to it, which on those room sprays is $16. So they see, oh, I'm getting a good deal here because it's priced right. You know, if it was a $5 room spray, they might not see that value. Also, one thing doesn't necessarily work when we've experienced it in the past. We tried it, but our thinking wasn't right with it, is where we would do like buy 2 candles, get a wax melt or something for free. That's when you're like crossing over. You're either going to have like those candle makers or candle lovers or the wax melt lovers. So that deal has not worked well for us. The buy 3, get 1 free, it's always done really well. But now we are really pivoting to pushing the buy 2 candles, get a free room spray. And so that's what's going out in all of our emails to our customers. Of course, your email is always important, especially during these times. Again, we have to get in front of our customers as much as possible. They're hesitant to spend, and I totally get it. So send them an email. I think that's showing a little bit of vulnerability, not only in your emails, but also in your social media posts, so that when people see them, they can relate, they can understand, and they want to support you. We're all small businesses here, and our customers do want to support us. And if they can't spend that $78 on those 3 candles anymore, now they have to step down to the $52. I'm at least showing them that I'm still giving them the best deal I can. And I'm giving them something as a bonus as well for being a loyal customer to us. So hopefully that helps you out there. Just a couple of tips. Try to minimize your expenses by using up what you already have. So just to recap, the 2 things we're doing right now, we are trying to minimize our expenses. So we are using the oils we already have. We're coming up with unique blends with them. We're using the wax that we already have. We're not trying to chase after the next hottest thing out of the market. We're not chasing after these new oils that will potentially end up going out of stock, or as we've all probably experienced, where you have an oil and then they discontinue it, and then you have that problem. We are sticking our focus to our 6 scents that just do really well and pushing them. Those are all scents that are never going to go away. And if they were to go away, another supplier is going to have something very, very, very similar to it. And then the other thing is trying to maximize the opportunity of every customer we get by offering them other deals besides our typical buy 3, get 1 free, so that they can still take advantage of a deal, support our business as well. And so that's why we are leaning into our buy 2 candles, get a room spray for free. So hopefully this has helped you out there. Come hang out with us at Candle Business Pro, where we share all kinds of tips. And also inside of our inner circle, that's where all the members hang out that are growing candle businesses. If you have tips or tricks that you're using right now during these times, please comment them below and share with all of us. Thank you so much.